This is the sample set, The Atmospheres, The Emotion by Filippo Sorcinelli, who has a very cool signature. That is awesome hands right there, buddy. Anyway, this one is apparently the least popular stuff from him. This is not the mainstream niche stuff. I'm actually looking forward to this because it seems to be the niche within the niche of his creations. The lesser known stuff, I'd say. I know a lot of his more dark, strange, upfront fragrances are the ones people look for, like the Unum kind of release with the concrete top and the red bottle. There's all these other ones. I really haven't smelled those, and I'm cool. I'm going to get to them at some point. I know those are the more popular ones from him. These right here, though, are the ones that I gravitate towards personally. They're based on this weather kind of motif. If my Italian doesn't fail me today, which I do not even know Italian, but I'm going to use some of my understanding of Spanish to try to translate some of these into what I think are the concepts. So we're going into this like 100% blind, maybe 90% blind. I do have some idea of what to expect. I do, just from the naming, I do have some idea what to expect and what I've heard other people discuss. But this one is not as mainstream or popular. This is truly the niche within the niche of Filippo Sorcinelli's stuff. I still need to try his mainstream stuff, even though it's not really mainstream. So I have 10 here. So these all look like they're sort of flankers to each other. I'm not really sure. They have the same root word in like 3 of them, and then the same root word in another 3 of them, like Podia, like Vento, which I think is wind, and then you have Nebbia, which I think is either fog or cloud. I'm not too sure. Nebbia could be fog or cloud. So guys, that's my extent of Italian knowledge. Let's go ahead and start smelling these things. Nebbia Spessa. So maybe this is fog, maybe this is cloud. I'm not too sure what to expect. It could be wind as well. Not really too sure. Let's go ahead and try it. There's 3 versions of Nebbia in here, and we're trying Spessa first. That's names are going on the screen. Let's try one spray. Okay, already in the air, it's like a saltier, colder kind of fragrance. A lot of cleanliness. I feel like these are going to want to be on skin, and that might be the issue with the paper on these. This is an aquatic fragrance right off the bat. Definitely aquatic, definitely damp, definitely fresh, aquatic, sort of bright, but kind of like in a cold way. Little greenness. I've smelled something like this from Pineward. I think it reminds me of Coastal Vale from Pineward. I mean, there's a bunch of those natural smelling outside air kind of atmospheric things that I smelled for sure. This one's really good in the air right now. It's a very light fragrance. Probably not for me. I already have something that's similar to this. It's definitely high quality though. I do already have something that's in this genre that I already think is the king of this genre, and that would be Acqua di Sale, although they are different. This has a moody kind of thing to it, like it's moody, like not a fog, but it's definitely a wet atmosphere. It's definitely an outdoors wet atmosphere with a little bit of greenness, definitely hydrated smell. And it has this freshness to it, like an aquatic would. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that down. We're gonna try the next one up. This is Nebbia Densa. So this is, I guess, dense cloud or something, dense fog. I'm not sure which one's which. I think Pogia is fog. Oh, well, I took that off and the whole thing just like came right off. So let's see if I can avoid this malfunction here. So we're having a malfunction, guys. When I go to take off the cap, the entire thing's coming off, and I'm not really too thrilled about that. I will have to get lucky with this one, hopefully, and not splash it all over. I might just have to really do this like a splasher, unfortunately. I'm just gonna... And this one's actually denser. It's got a little bit of gray, like almost like a smokiness to it. It's got like an incensey vibe, actually. I smell it from here. It's a similar fresh kind of thing, like an aquatic with incense, some kind of thing like that. Okay, this is definitely denser, 100%. This is darker. This is more committed to. This is more what I'm looking for with this stuff. This is Nebbia Densa. It has a smoky component that's not like barbecue or anything like that. It's like a cold smoke, like a cold incensey gray smoke. Yeah, it's a very cold and gray fragrance. It's not really too happy, not really petrichor, like, you know, rain when it's raining, but something in that realm, almost like a concrete It's got a little bit of this other stuff to it that I don't really know how to describe. It's very gray. This is a super gray fragrance. Nebbia Densa. I know I'm smelling the paper too, so this is not a super powerful scent. I would love to have gotten a spray, but too bad we're having a actual technical difficulty here. So when I go to take it off, the whole thing's coming off. I'm not too happy about that, but we'll move on. That one's actually pretty good, and I would definitely like to try that and wear it, but for now, we're gonna have to just put that down. I'm not getting a real smell of that, unfortunately. The only other time I really had issues with samples was Nishane. Notable, where I remembered how bad of a problem it was. Let's see. All right, this one came off no problem. This is Nebbia Fitta. And let's go ahead and see what we get. Let's try it out. Oh, nice sprayer though. When it actually sprays, it's a nice mist. All right, this one's got way more going on, guys. This one's a lot more zingy. It's a lot more alive. This is still has that gray thing going on. There's something so familiar in this, almost like I feel like there's a patchouli in this or something, but it's a brighter, very outdoors smell. This has to be a patchouli, guys, like right at the center of this. It's very patchouli in the Pardon direction by Nasamato. That same kind of scent. But this has this brightness to it. It doesn't really have sweetness at all. It has that cool gray tone to it with a patchouli at the center. Very interesting. If you guys like Pardon and you want something, I guess, fresher than Pardon, this is a very patchouli dominant thing. And if I'm wrong about that, he used some other ingredients to construct what I interpret as a patchouli smell, which would be a sort of dense, kind of gooey, almost ambery smell that goes into a not quite leather direction, not quite a chocolate direction, not quite a green direction, but it's somewhere in between all of those. Like leather, chocolate, and green plant matter all come together to make like what I think is patchouli. It has like this kind of glistening drippiness to it. This one is in that direction, that dusty, chocolatey, patchouli style of smell. You guys have smelled it before. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's in Pardon. It's in patchouli from Parfumum Roma. It's in private label from Javoy. It's in a lot of fragrances. Even if you get a chance to smell pure patchouli oil, like just the ingredient, which I've had the chance to actually wear, very, very identifiable smell. Like once you smell it once, you'll know it. This is nice. And I feel like this on skin's going to have a nice dry down and a really good presentation. This is Nebbia Fitta. I like this one actually the most so far. So far, I like this one the most. It is kind of simple when I have to think about it. There's nothing really too dimensional or crazy about it. It has like this fresh, airy, gray component over the top of this patchouli center. This really textbook patchouli smell. Cleaned up with some of these other, like, I don't know if it's aldehydes or it's not really quite floral either. There's something aquatic on top of it. It's kind of weird to see an aquatic patchouli, but I think that's what I just experienced. So we're going to move to Ruah. Or Ruah, or however you want to say that. Ruah. Ruah. All right, let's see what's up with this one. It's got a cool name. I actually give it that. I like that name. Don't know what it means, but it sounds pretty cool. Ruah. Let's go. My dog's name is Ruru. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not sure what to expect right now. I don't know if to call it piney or cedary or dry. It's got this greenness to it, piney, cedary thing. It reminds me of a kerosene fragrances a little bit, but if you took those kerosene fragrances from John Peg, if you take the sweet stuff out of it and you just leave behind that kind of like a pine cabin constructed, that's what I'm getting here. It's masculine. It's got a greenness to it, like a juicy greenness, almost like a pine mixed with some kind of a, not a citrus, but in that direction. It's a little bit mouth-watering, but it has a dry cedar kind of thing going on, like dry woods, very rustic, rugged. It's pretty, though. It's very pretty. It's probably made to be enjoyed for sure. This isn't weird. It's definitely wearable. I might even stretch and say there's vetiver, like grassy kind of vetiver pushing this, but not like the Ancre Noir vetiver. Definitely cleaned up, fresher, a little more high quality than that, in my opinion. This is really airy, super airy. It has that lift to it that you're looking for from a fresh kind of uplifting fragrance. A lot of energy, a lot of zing, a lot of charisma to this one too. It's taking me to like green, sunlit forest where the rain might still be sort of dripping off the leaves. I've gotten this before from something from Pinewood. Can't remember exactly what, but there was a lot of this crossover between all of his fragrances too. They have this naturalistic outside component to them. And it's funny, I almost get this, not gasoline component, or maybe it's like an olfactory hallucination or something. But this is making me think of being upstate, in the woods, kind of near a four-wheeler or some kind of a tractor. That's just where it's taking me, guys. It's taking me to an open field, sun. It's really beautiful. Pine trees around you. It's not overly done though, and it's got this really nice vetiver-y, clean kind of fresh burst on top. This is extremely wearable stuff right here. This is really good too. The quality's really there. Like I just smell, it smells really good. It smells nice. It's a beautiful fragrance. Really nice stuff right here. Probably, if it has vetiver, one of the better vetivers I ever experienced. I don't really like vetiver personally that much. Don't really like it. I like when I kind of can't detect it, but it's part of the main feature of the fragrance. I like the masculine vibe to it, but I don't always love vetiver fragrances in general that are vetiver centric. It's just a me thing. They're really good. I just don't, I don't know, I don't reach for them that much. But this one I would wear. I actually like this one. Probably the most, this one I like the most so far. Ruah, that was the best one so far. The other one, that patchouli one, let's see how she's doing. Okay, it softened up a lot and it got a little bit darker. Softer and darker, really interesting. Still really gooey, and I would even stretch it to call that an amber fragrance. I feel like there's an amber to it. Let's see what we get. Let's move on. So now we're gonna go to Vento Impetuoso, which I think Vento is wind. This is just from me stretching my understanding of Spanish, which is very, very bad now. I used to be really good at it. Vento, I think ventana, I think window. Vento, Italian, maybe it means wind. That's just kind of where I'm going with that. And impetuoso sounds like impetuous, but that could mean something a little more literal, like an impetuous wind, like a wind that's just going all over the place, not really one directional, just going wherever it wants. That's what I'm getting here. I'm expecting something, just from the name, if I'm correct, I'm expecting something that's a little bit chaotic, but let's see what we get. I'm expecting something chaotic, really. Wow. Wow, I did not expect that. Okay, this is like, wow, you guys have to try this one. You definitely have to try this one. Wow, it smells like a lit cigarette, but take away the nasty components of that. It's got this smoky vibe, like an ashy kind of vibe. Damn. This one's hard to describe, guys. Probably even better if you wear this, but it's definitely dominant smoky forward. Something about this, forward with the smoke, almost like something's like a cigarette burning. There's something to that. But it's got a softness to it. Really good stuff. Wow. Vento Impetuoso. I did not expect to like this one so much. It's reminding me, like, you know how there's smoky fragrances and sometimes you get that smoky meat smell? It avoids that. It doesn't have that smoky meat smell. Like, you smelled that before. If you smelled Zoologist T-Rex, if you've even smelled, I get it from Teroni, from Ordo Parisi. I get that smoky meat smell from something by Beaufort too. Rake and Ruin has it. That's like, if those are all something that you kind of like, but it was too meat smoky to you, which if you get it, you get it. Barbecue style of smell. This is different than that. But it's in that zone. This is really good. So it has, let's talk about what it smells like, which is definitely really tough. Smoky forward, but it's like cloudy. It's like foggy almost. It still has a cold component. It's an ashy component, but then there's something really inside this. There's something kind of sweet, like tobacco, like that, but it's really hard to pick up. There's something almost leather-like and cashmere-like hidden in this. It's everything in this one is hidden. You gotta really, really search for it. I feel like this one's gotta wear. The heat of your skin's really gonna bring this to life. This is a full wear. This is when you want to really cloak yourself in. I still like Ruah more for wearability, but this one is more niche in my opinion. It has more of a niche thing going on. Definitely left field. Had no idea this one was doing this. Very, very good. Vento Impetuoso. That one's good. It's got a little bit of a leathery vibe with a smoky cigarette that's burning vibe, but you got to take away all the bad parts of the cigarette smell. All the really trademark gross cigarette smell stuff. Like if you took that and made it really, really nice, like a super great version of that smell. Really good stuff here. I'm not sure what it has to do with the wind, but it's definitely got motion. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to smell that in a little bit and see how it's going. I'll smell Ruah one more time. Yeah, Ruah is really nice, guys. It's fresh. It's a freshie. It's actually quite citrus on that paper now, and the vetiver thing kind of eased off on that Ruah. But let's try Vento Forte. Now, this could mean strong wind. I'm pretty sure it means strong wind or something on the lines of that, like a powerful wind. Let's see what we get. That's Vento Forte, and these are all pretty much clear so far. Vento Impetuoso's got a little tint to it. It's got a little color to it. But everything else is basically clear. No real artificial colorings I'm seeing here or anything. Nothing that's obvious. So Vento Forte, nice little clear bottle here. Get 2 good sprays on that. Wow. These are all super unpredictable. Like I have no idea what to expect with these. I'll never be able to explain them either. You really got to get the sample set, but they all have a gray tone to them. Like there's this, I don't know if it's somber, not quite depressing, but they're moody. And I got to say this one, I feel like it has a dark leather note in it, but I'm just reaching here. I'm just reaching, but it's definitely not smoky. It's like a dense, darker leather note surrounded by this cloud of this kind of clear air, this clear, fresh air that you can identify. It's there. It's a freshness that it carries. And it almost reminds me of like sort of how aldehydes work. They just have this brightness. There's a lot of these aroma chemicals too that just bring this brightness, this kind of sparkly air to them that you really can't smell. Like you can't grab it, but you know it's there and it's intrinsic to the experience in the air. I get a little bit of a gasoline vibe too, like somewhere deep, deep in this. I get this like masculine, leathery gasoline thing, just somewhere hidden in this. Definitely has that. It's like super edgy, like really, really interesting. Vento Forte. And it's changed in the time that I sprayed it. Yeah, I'm getting way more of this like, I don't want to say Dior Fahrenheit vibe, but in that direction, that violet leaf kind of thing, maybe. It has this masculine, friggin' leathery gasoline thing, but it's not really too obvious and it's not overdone. It's definitely there though. That's what I'm getting right now. Maybe it's just me, my broken nose. 100% getting that experience though. This one is the closest thing to like a gasoline style of smell that I've smelled so far. Like it actually has that petroleum style of deal to it with some leather and like an ashy tonality to it. This is making me think of masculinity. It's making me think of working on cars. It's making me think of toughness. Definitely named well, like strong wind. If it's Forte, means strong. This is named well. This is a bit more aggressive than all the other things so far. I want to smell that smoky one again one more time. Yeah, definitely still really smoky, but this one has that gasoline style of smell the most. Petroleum style of smell. Very masculine, very interesting. These all have a certain transparency to them too. Like something in these is a commonality that you almost can't actually put your finger on, but they're all related in a way. There's that airy kind of tone to them. They all have this depressing sort of gray, just like kind of smeared over them. Really interesting so far. We're halfway through. Brezza Leggera might mean fast breeze. I could be totally wrong about that. I just had to give it a shot. Brezza Leggera. I gotta ask my buddy Daniel here how to pronounce all these. So Brezza Leggera. Boom, boom. This one stained the strip a little bit. What do we got here? So it immediately reminded me of a certain candle, like a specific candle that I've smelled before. It's really good. This is fresh. There's some kind of like a sweetness to this one, actually. There's a play nice to this one a little bit. A little bit of an acidity, lemony almost, like a citrus. Still has that gray thing going on. Somber, like it's a certain color palette. It's not really like a vibrant color palette, and this is what I would say is like vibrant smells that are in it. Like the notes of this usually could be made into something very mouth-watering, something very vibrant and poppy. It's got like a big pop to it. This like just circumvents that. It also has a little bit of this candy-like sweetness that just gets rounded out by that gray thing that he's smearing on a lot of these. And it makes it have this mood to it. Very interesting, guys. This one risked being like kind of a bright, I don't know, citrusy candy-like fragrance. It's in there, but then he kind of like smears that and turns it into this gray tone on top of it that takes the whole thing kind of down into this, I don't know, it has this mystery to it. So there's an aquatic kind of vibe on top of this one too. I'm going to have to put this one on skin because I'm not really... So these are definitely intriguing, guys. This is my first experience with Mr. Sorcinelli, and I'm definitely intrigued. There's something about these that is, to me, I'm getting like an art vibe. Like there's some kind of a art to these. All right, so I got it on my hand now. Wow. It definitely gives me a waxy, or like a waxy with citruses and this little candy-like thing, but it's like they took it and they kind of muffled it. They sort of put like a muffle over the top of this. They grayed it out. Very interesting. Brezza Leggera. This one's fresh, so I'd have to say this is a freshie, easy to wear, but it has this tone on it that's like, it's like taking a chord and just changing one note, and then all of a sudden, like maybe adding a note to it that makes the chord sound somber instead of happy. Just not really changing it to a minor fully, like a minor chord from a major. It's more of like adding a note that's kind of taking the chord, and instead of being happy and gleeful and bright, it turns into pensive, like pensive and kind of like somber. But still, it's trying to be happy. Really interesting to me, this Brezza Leggera one. Not my favorite one. I probably wouldn't wear this or buy this one. So far, I like that gasoline one, and I like Ruah. I feel like those are both like interesting. But I'm starting to kind of get this vibe, and maybe I'm just, misleading myself by picking up this vibe. But something about with this set, how there's this aquatic sort of somber gray tone present in all of these to a degree, taking all of these things that could be a certain way and just sort of like putting a twist on them and kind of not flattening them out, but graying them out, but clouding them over. Very interesting to me how it's doing that. And I definitely got transported a few times to like specific things, started to think about specific things, started to think about the fragrance and what it's doing. Why are certain things the way they are? Is this leading me to think about more things? And it's thought-provoking. And to me, guys, art is simply about experiencing something. My interpretation is the enhancement of the experience. So these are definitely setting me down an experience for sure. And that is successful to me as artwork goes. Pioggia debole. Now, I think that's fog, and I don't know what debole is. Maybe weak. Like weak fog, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I'm picking up on a candle thing again, guys. There's a certain candle that I've smelled before. Atmospheric, definitely waxy again. There's like this waxy tonality to it. like fluffy, cloudy, waxy. You got to search the fragrance to find where your anchors are. Like, I don't know where to anchor into this fragrance. It's like an air that would come with you and be gray, but it has, I don't know if it's a citric tone, guys. There's some kind of an acidity floating through this. It's an acidity and a freshness, almost like lemon, like a lemon waxed candle, but it's not doing it justice. It's making me think of like a certain department store or something, like a certain memory, but I can't really put my finger on it. And that's kind of the cool thing about these so far. They have this weird thing that's going on. It's something that's unique to that. Even when I think of fragrances like this, which were like those pinewood fragrances when I tried, which you guys can see the videos, I tried like 31 of them. Yeah, this one, definitely the most gray so far. It has a cloudy tone to it, which is very strange to me. I don't know how they capture that. Because what's a cloud? It's just moisture. It doesn't really have a smell, right? But they somehow with this one, this is Pioggia debole. So I see two more Pioggias, which I think they're the fog set. And if this is the weak one, really excited to try the other two. It's gentle, really easy. You might not even notice it, really. You might be able to just wear this and throw it like in the background. It's part of the environment more. It's gray, but it's not really too revealing. It's really tough, this one. You'd have to wear this one, and you might just like not even be able to smell it. I'm not too sure. It has a little bit of a salty, lemony vibe, but like, again, it's grayed out. It's like hidden from you. Really cool. Really, really cool how he does that. I think I'm picking up on it. Like this one, I actually might be getting, hopefully. You know, just I might understand this one, which is successful. Because I did not read anything about these. I have no friggin' idea what this guy was on about this set. And one of them's missing. I gotta definitely hunt that down because I like these. This is Pioggia moderata, so it sounds like moderate fog, which, what a strange name. They're all like flankers to each other. Okay, wow, so, whoa. Water, like you're getting a moisture vibe with this one immediately. Cutting right to the chase, you're getting moisture. Like, metallic too. Metallic and moisture. This is the closest to the rain smell I've ever smelled. Like, when it just comes to just a realistic representation of rain on metal, we got really, really close with this one. It also reminds me of some kind of a water fountain. There's some cleaning elements to this too. That's bringing me to like, I don't know, a bathroom. It's weird, guys. Almost a uric, like urea style of like ammonia thing hidden in this, but it really is metallic and foggy and wet and moisture driven. And hopefully I'm not butchering it, but this is just my experience, guys. Really, really forward on that dewy moisture kind of sprayed smell. It's not an aquatic or a broquatic or anything like that. Don't get it twisted. This is a realistic representation of things you've smelled before out there in nature. Very rarely will you come across a very lucid smell that just really rings and like you notice it. A lot of times we smell things, we don't even notice it. But this is like you noticed that it smelled like rain, that it smelled like, again, moody environment, guys. Really moody stuff here. It has, I don't know if it's aldehydes, but there's something that I can't describe. It has this kind of light to it. And then you have this wet dampening effect. Interesting. It's a lot of counterpoint with this stuff. There's like this counterpoint. There is an unidentifiable aroma chemical thing that's making this like bright and piercing. You do get that fresh piercing chemical style of this kind of almost like a pool, like the chemicals that you smell in a pool maybe. But then I don't know. It's got this natural foggy, dewy thing going on. Moisture cloud to it. Metallic too. Like rain, like petrichor. It's got that going on. A little bit of concrete deal too to it. Like a very, very outside concrete metal. That whole thing going on. Moody thing right here, guys. Definitely, if you're looking for like weather-based fragrance, I think that this one so far, Pioggia Moderata, has the most unique weathery style of smell. Like this thing really catches that petrichor deal, that rainy petrichor, pool of water, concrete, metallic smell. It's almost like rain in the city, kind of, except take away all the bad smells of the city. Yeah, this has a ridiculous, this one is one of those ones that's going to be a crazy wearing experience. I'm not too sure if I would wear this a lot, but it's really, really, I think the most successful one in the set so far. Pioggia Moderata. This one really, really, for me, inescapable weather. Like, inescapably takes you into a nostalgic smell, a pensive smell. They all do it. They all have it. But this one's the most, so far, the most so far that I've gotten from this whole set, for sure. It doesn't, it's really, really hard to escape that smells like a natural outside thing. It's going to bring everybody that smells that to that place. Pioggia Forte. Now this is the last one we're going to try. And this one is, I guess, strong fog or thick fog or something like that. Could be wrong. Let's try it out. Now I like the other Fortes so far, but let's see. Yeah, good luck explaining this. This is going to be like impossible to explain. So, what does it do for me? Let's see what it does for me. This has spices in it. It's very similar, guys, but there's some kind of a spice in it that's making me think of like a masculine, aggressive, not quite smoky, more on that borderline between smoky and spicy. This would be one I want to wear. There's also a soapy aldehydic kind of layer to this, and that gray thing that's in everything. This gray, heavy, saturated sort of cloud tone that's on this thing. Kind of blurring what's really going on. Maybe that's really the main idea. Like when you think of light, fog blurs all your light. It kind of distorts images, and I feel like that's the main point of this whole thing so far. He's taking identifiable stuff and blurring it and distorting it with this sort of overcast fog, or, I mean, he's saying wind, fog, and maybe even rain. I think that's all distortions of whatever the light is, whatever the anchors are that he's trying to use, like trying to tell you something. This one has more of a body to it, more of something to latch onto for sure. Not as much as that petrichor from the last one. I'm getting like a cumin note that's blurred out. There's some kind of body to this that's blurred out. It's really hard to pick up. It feels very elusive. And you get this whole body of like this cleanly sort of aldehydic brightness. That's sort of empty space too. A lot of empty space, and then when you try to find your anchor, it's kind of elusive, and you just get like this silhouette of what's going on. That's really my analysis of this whole set so far. Generally speaking, there is this sort of muffled silhouette of every single note that you would traditionally, or chord that you would traditionally pick up. They're sort of blurred and kind of impressionist art sort of over the top. But I guess it's not really quite impressionist because there's a realism to it. So it's very strange. Almost like a filter he's putting over every single image to make the image like blurred out. Or using like in photos, like you could use your shutter speed to like move the camera and get these blurred images so you could sort of see what's going on, but like it's blurred. That's really what I'm getting with this majorly. The marine smells here too, but I do get some kind of a living thing component to this one, like a spicy BO smell a little bit. Yeah, this one I would have to revisit this whole set to really dig into it. This is complex stuff but it's not complex, and like it's almost like minimalistically complex. Really interesting stuff here. Definitely gotta try his mainstream stuff for sure, because I'm definitely picking up that this guy is some kind of he's expressing some things. Like he's doing artwork with intentionality. Like there is something behind these creations to me that I'm just getting out of the experience. Not everyone might not understand at this level or might not go as deep, but I feel like, I don't know, this is blind. So I'm gonna go read some of the stuff about these and see if I was even close. Regardless if I'm close or not, or I'll be embarrassed to how wrong I was, I'm just gonna put this video up anyway, just to capture the experience. This is really the main idea, right? Video logging my fragrance journey with you guys, and it's a really good time. Love to refer back to these and watch the growth. So if you guys have experience with Filippo Sorcinelli, definitely let me know down below. I know a few of my friends in this thing are really digging into his stuff for a while now. They kind of understand it, but I'm just coming to, this is my first time smelling anything from Filippo Sorcinelli, and so far, massive success for me. This was like the best thing so far for me, especially when it comes to atmospheric sort of interpretations and representations of atmospheric events like weather and just this tone and mood. He nailed it. He really did a good job, guys. And there's something in here I feel like for everyone, even though they are like sort of flankers to each other, they're different enough to justify, I don't know, having a bunch of them. So definitely check it out. I'm gonna definitely look at these again. I'm definitely gonna wear these, and I'll report at my usual end of the month big video that I do covering every fragrance that I wear in a month. That's coming out in like a week or two from now. So stay tuned. That's going to be another huge video. Every month I'll be doing that. That's my follow-up to all of these as well. So definitely jump in on that one. These Filippo Sorcinellis might be mentioned in that video coming up in about a week and a half from now. So I'll talk to you guys in the comments. Let me know if you have any experience with Filippo Sorcinelli or scents like this. I definitely am intrigued by this naturalistic outside smell, but he's doing something a little bit more than that with this. There's a lot of a counterpoint thing going on, and there's a lot of art expression going on, and something to dig deeper into, which I love that about this. So I'll talk to you guys in the comments. Peace.